Here is a sequence that hopefully you find comfortable while you heal from your broken rib and hand. So we'll get started in Tadasana pose. So just standing at the top of your mat. First, just paying attention to the toes, just maybe wiggling them, seeing how they feel, and one by one, spreading each toe out and placing it on the mat. Then from there, start to ground the four corners of your feet into the mat as well. Just kind of like four legs of a table. And once you feel rooted in the feet, let that feeling rise up to your legs. So lift the kneecaps slightly. Keep the pelvis neutral. Pull the belly button up slightly. And then from there, we can roll the shoulders towards our ears and then down our backs as you let your arms go out to the side. Shoulders drop away from your ears. And you can shut down the eyes. And keep rooting the bottoms of your feet into the mat while you pull the crown of your head up towards the sky. And as the crown of your head goes up, the shoulders drop a little bit lower. And if you find this position uncomfortable with your hands, maybe play with moving them to heart center. You can even just put them over your head for a moment, just keeping your shoulders low, just whatever you feel in the moment, and listening to your body and letting pain be the guide here. And once you're feeling rooted and long, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth, make a sound. One more time. Deepest breath you've taken all day. Deepest breath that's comfortable. Inhale. Exhale, let something go. And just letting any exterior sounds, creatures, people, beings, be your reminder of this moment that you're in. When your mind starts to leave your mat, let that bring you back. I'm right here with my dog and her brother, teaching my mom yoga. I'm nowhere else. This is the place I need to be. Between those reminders of this moment and my breath, letting that keep me on my mat. If you're feeling stagnant or sticky, just remember you can always move around and you don't have to be still right now when you have some stuff healing, and just listen to your body. I know that yoga teachers always talk about being still, but if you need to fidget, move around, allow that, and as you recover. And just taking this one last moment while we stand here in Tadasana to just think of something that you're grateful for. And let that be the third thing that brings you right back here. Brings you home. Inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, let go. We'll do that a couple more times. If it feels nice, you can hold a pillow to your chest just to kind of give yourself some cushion or something to feel like something's holding you, if that helps the pain in your chest when you breathe. We'll do 3 more rounds of breath, box breathing. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, arms rise overhead, gaze follows. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise overhead, hands meet at the top, gaze follows, maybe even a slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead and step your feet out wide. Turn the toes out, heels in. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sit deep to a goddess. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sink it. Inhale, arms rise. Gaze follows. Maybe slight back bend as you exhale, goddess pose. Hold here. And if this is uncomfortable, feel free to bring it up a notch, maybe even just straighten the legs. If you're able to hold this goddess pose, maybe start to move your knees side to side, play with putting different weight in each of the feet. Weight more in the heels, maybe you can flutter the toes a little bit, just check in with those 4 corner legs on the bottom of your feet. And then once you're done swaying side to side, find some stillness. If you can, if it's uncomfortable, feel free to bounce or pulse up and down in the center. One more round of breath. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands meet towards the heart. Stepping back into center. Send the weight into the left foot as you inhale, the right knee reaches up. So you might not be able to grab the knee with 1 second because it's the wire. No playing with wires. Okay. All right. So sending the weight into the left foot, inhale, right knee lifts. So either just let the knee float in space, grab it with one hand. If you're able to maybe just place the other hand there, it might just cause more weight with the cast. So maybe just hold with one hand or not with either. Knee is in line with the hip. Same alignment in the bottom of the foot, just like in Tadasana pose, really grounding down. Shoulders relax. One more round of breath. And then right foot meets the mat, send weight into the right foot as you inhale, left knee lifts. Flex through the bottoms of your feet, pull your toes towards your face. You have the same options here to leave the knee floating in space, maybe play with one or both hands on your leg. And I'm certain that one side might feel different just from where the break is. wouldn't surprise me if one was a little more comfortable. I know say that all the time in yoga, but in this case there's some asymmetry, very normal if one leg is a little bit easier than the other. Exhale, release. And just same kind of type of movement. We'll start with the right leg. So weight back into the left foot and then just inhale, knee to chest, exhale, lower it down. Inhale, knee to chest, exhale, lower it down. So we'll just do this a couple more times and you can play with pulling the knee in and setting it down. We're just letting it float in space. Just do it twice more. Following your breath. Exhale, release, other side. So weight into the right foot. Once you're feeling stable in the right foot, leg starts to lift. And now if you're having difficulty with this, remember you can always hold on to a chair for just with one arm. Whenever you're feeling even, meet back into Tadasana pose. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, slowly fold forward, keeping the knees very bent. Don't go all the way down, maybe just halfway down. And then inhale, arms rise up. Beautiful. So turning, I'm turning to the side. And on the long way of your mat, we'll start with the right leg in front, left leg back. Pyramid pose position, so the right toes are pointing towards the top of your mat. Back toes are about a 45-degree angle, and then the feet are kind of on separate sides of the road. Hands on the hips, or you can always put like your brace, kind of in the center if that feels nice. As you place one hand on the heart, or other way around, just play with it. Do whatever works. And from here, hips are like two stoplights facing forward, going down the road. Hands can be on the hips or wherever's comfortable. And then slowly start to hinge forward. Right hip goes back, left hip goes forward. Micro bends the front knee. Blocks, or even if your supportive device is close, that's something you can hold onto for support, or you can just try to engage the core here. Flat back, kind of like that inhale, flat back. You're channeling that here with the length of your back and your spine. Neck specifically, crown of head reaches towards the front of the room, going as deep as you would like. Inhale up. And we'll do the other side, so just twist around. Left foot is now in front, right leg's back. Hands are on hips or wherever is comfortable. Left hip back, right hip forward. Back toes 45 degrees. Inhale, length. Exhale, start to fold. Micro bend that front leg. Left hip moving back. Finding whatever's comfortable. Inhale brings you back up. Left foot steps towards the center, toes turn towards the top of the mat. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Once more, inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, left hand reaches forward as your right hand reaches back. Lower body stays the same, so traffic lights or car lights are your two hips, and those are pointing towards the front of the room. As your right hand reaches back, feel the opening in your shoulders, but if you are feeling, discomfort in the center of your body, let the hip follow your back hand a little bit. But if you're able, reach that right hip towards the front of the room. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. So right hand reaches forward, left hand reaches back. Hips stay the same, so that left hip wants to go back. Let it if it feels better, but if you're able, let it reach towards the front. Gaze goes back behind your left hand. Inhale, center. Exhale, feet a little bit wider than hips width distance, and we'll just lower down into a chair pose with a little bit wider legs. And then exhale, brings you back up. Inhale, lowers you down. Exhale, brings you back up. 3 more times on your own breath. And then ending with our peak posture tree pose. You'll toe your feet towards the center of the mat, and we're going to keep a kickstand with the opposite foot. So left foot goes down, right foot kickstands up, and right here is enough. Just stay right here. If you want, you can start to play with variations in the arms. And then when you're comfortable in the body, you can start to play with your gaze, maybe look up. Or if you're feeling unstable, keep your gaze down towards the ground. Again, cultivating that feeling of groundedness by really spreading out your toes and then digging into the 4 corners of that table on the bottom of your left foot. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, other side. So right foot grounds down, spread the toes, left foot becomes a kickstand. Hands can go to the hips, to heart center, or you can fly the arms overhead. Reaching for any supportive devices that feel nice. And once you feel comfortable in your body, you can play with the gaze, you can look up to the side, or if you're feeling unstable, just keep the gaze down towards the ground. Whenever you're feeling even, exhale to release, let that go, and then inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. You can find your pillow and you can either hold it back to your chest and shut down the eyes and take a standing Shavasana. Or if it's comfortable, you can place the pillow on the ground and rest your sit bones on it so that your sacrum is lifted slightly and have some extra space in the pelvis. Just playing around with what's comfortable. Remembering that what's comfortable might depend on where you are in your healing process, what time of day it is, or a factor that we just can't control. And if seated is not comfortable, you could try lying down on your back for Shavasana by letting your feet
go out wide, shoulders tuck under slightly, palms turn up. And using your Shavasana as your first opportunity to practice what you've learned on your mat, which is that's your breath, and remembering what you're grateful for, just enjoying your environment around you. Can you bring you back to the present moment and bring you back to yourself, always. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you feel better soon. Namaste.